Boing! Here we are again making another motherfucking video. Take a slurk. Try not to be a jerk. Unless it's to Windows. I can verbally abuse that all day. So, what are we doing here? Okay, so I fixed up the tile set, that little, whatever I was doing, that clock. That's gone. I can re-import that shit. Because we got the sheets, we got the text sheets, or I got too much shit on my desktop. I got too many sort me later folders, and help me for the love of God, please sort me folders. So I'll get to that eventually. Where's it? Yeah, I'll put this here so I can find it. And that's not the one I'm looking for. Maybe this is it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the CT data offset sheets. And if you're just jumping into this video just to see what it's about, watch the series. But we're just continuing on with making an epic quest for Chrono. And yeah, we can do this. And yeah, there's I'll make a separate video on this stuff. Like when I get into what I want to do is take a town graphics, like houses and stuff, and then make the towns on the overworld kind of like in Xenogears epic game. I've mentioned this before, but like have it so that you like enter like North Truce Square, and then like there'll be like a little section of houses or whatever, and like then you can have more NPCs for NPC quests walking around and stuff, cool shit like that. No, I want to leave this, actually. I was just noticing that. Because the way that our exits are working, it almost gives you a little bit of extra fold-over scroll. Like this, the way that this maps, now if I did this, if I took like half this galaxy and I put it like, and I put it like right here, that's not going to mirror right. That's going to look kind of fucked up. So, like, yeah, this kind of mirrors right. So with a scroll 80 like that and a map that's kind of repeatable, it works. It works. And save that. I don't know why. And we got our NPCs. I added the little girl from the middle age, or the present, like lemonade. Try some of my lemonade. Like in this weird dimensional fandango that is occurring. And I've added. And gotta add one of those that's gonna bleed into the next one. It's not gonna work very well. It'll like hide the sprite, and then it's gonna go into the next one. Because remember, it'll go all the way to the next return. It'll scroll through that stuff. If I don't have that, I gotta make sure there's one there. And some of these are different. So when I'm copying and pasting the object enabled draw status hide and show code, I gotta keep that in mind. And I don't have Dolly's clock. We'll get to that in a sec here. We got the old man, hey. And he's not actually present, but the sprite itself, the object itself, is prevalent in that situation. And we got our dial that's like kaboom, or if you turn it 12 degrees, it'll go meow. And with the meow sound, I added the sounds, and then the whoops with a little squeak. And yeah. And we got Chrono's mom right at the middle of the map. Like, kind of right there. I might offset it a little bit. Like, Chrono, let's do something that makes sense, please. I just hate being lost in this senseless maze. And then, like, we got another statement of, the black omen sure sparkles in the sunshine. Like, we got that, of course. North side Beckler, yep. Okay, I'm just checking my things. And, yeah. And we got Walrus Melchior. Like, I just had to kind of, for how silly it is, I had to kind of throw that in there. Let's put a delay, not a deal. The delay. Take me to your dealer. That's what the aliens are saying. And then somebody, like, they boggled that shit so that it, like, said leader. Because people thought it was that. Like, because they're so high. That's what. That's what's up. Hit the delete key there instead of the backspace key. Of course, there's all these fantastic keys on a keyboard, and we may as well make use of some of the exotic functions of those. And we haven't got to this yet. This is, we'll get to this. And I started sizing this down. Okay, so what I was doing is, I put the slice on sound channel 19, or sound command function 19. I put the pendant to zeal, like I put that, and a little bit more of a pause, and then on 19 crashing metal, so it's like, and actually I might want to like bump this up to like, let's do like a 1.25. Let's try that. It could. We'll just tinker with that because the code will flow just a little bit different. And of course, all the other sprites on here that we're loading as an object, in an object, have our hide and arbitrary one is draw. For the most part, there's a few that I shifted around, like Chrono's mom kind of thing. And so Gina is a little bit different. And we're going to use that for something. We're going to use that for something epic here shortly. But what I was going on about is all of the times, good times had by all. Yeah, that. So if you touch the lightning elemental, it's gonna, really, that actually, because I had this working, I didn't know you could call object functions from within one. I figured that would crash it if you had it spaghetti coded too badly together. Like, if you do too many layers of that, but this is apparently Frankenstein just right. So, so what we could do is, like, yeah, like here. But instead of having all these sounds, like, look how many commands, like, all those bytes wasted. I could just do that. And now, making sure it's going the right one. Okay, 0, and then, yeah, that. And then, once again, that. And what I'm going to do here is actually paste it underneath, because that go to and that if statement. Same with the result thing. And there. Fuck yeah. Alright. And for some reason I'm doing it that way here. As long as it flows in there. And just keep going, because I ain't stopping. I used to just take a massive break because my spirit and soul was tired, so I had to just, if I'm laying down and taking a break, I'm taking a break. I'm not quitting. I'm coming back later. I'm motherfucking never give up. That's right. That's how we do. That's how we motherfucking do. Yeah. Now, this way, I could just paste a couple more of those in there. Even as ... In fact, actually, I'm going to take that out. We don't really need that. But now, I'm going to update the next line. Because, whoa, what happened there? Yep. The string update, that string that I just deleted, was no longer there. It was no longer viable in this particular cutscene. So it's going to update the list. So I did that. And we'll put one of those there. One of those there. And there. And strangely enough, I had one down here. So it shifted that with the string index update. It's not a shovel. But, okay, so let's have I almost might make a separate, just because that's kind of interesting to have the lightning elemental do that. Fuck it. No matter, yeah, I was thinking about that, but we could make a separate one for like that part, and then halfway through that, it loads the other one because that dot dot dot, like lightning saying dot dot dot, like come on, it needs almost a separate thing. So delay of yeah, 01 because, well, actually at this point, when the lightning elemental reveals itself, it will explore mode off and lock the stuff, so we can actually do longer delays. Bam. Blamma bam Black Betty. Scamalam Al Getty. Okay, so yeah, we have those. Those are updated. But we need, like, we have, okay, what else we got? Okay, so I set assignment value to memory. Hold on, I gotta take a slurp. I'm running out of my drink already. You just, like, take a shot of vodka and blow it out and suck it in very fast. Like you're taking a nice big hit of weed. Like, why are you blowing it out right away? Because I suck it in afterwards. And then it compresses it like bellows. You know, like, all the good stoners and alcoholics know those things. Never mind. Yeah, so we got our check button, that. Now, here's an ambiguous statement. Okay, because, well, it's coming. Okay, so we have our, like, 7F. My mouse is, like, freaking out. Hold on. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to save. Because who knows. And I'm actually going to export that. Because who knows what's going to go on. Like, Windows doesn't like me. Like, if all this stuff was written on Linux, that's probably what I'd be running it on. Because, like, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I want that. And actually, since I changed the map, E2, and you, and you, and you, and you. Mapo. Ah, do you want to rename? Yeah. Oh, really? There's another one? Another one? Oh, what are we doing with this then? Get out of here. Fuck nuts. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna put this stuff, I'm gonna keep working on this. When I'm done, I'll put that in the notes. That kind of stuff. It's like one of those, like, when I import it, I know, kind of like a note, I could just do, like, version, 1.1, or, whatever. You can, whatever you want to put in your comments, any naming convention. Stuff that's going to help you out, and when you're re-importing stuff into another ROM, if something should go wrong, hopefully never. Hopefully never. ROM corruption is, someday will be obsolete. So yeah, I got object coordinate, we got our ambiguous pause 0, so it's just kind of like a grab command for it, the go to go to. Yes. And if it's 0, then I pre-place these placeholders, like all the way to up to here, right? And this, okay, so basically, each of these, and I want to figure out something here, like, I kind of want it so when you come to this scene, like, our, like, object, because, okay, basically, they're going to say something, and that's going to increase the counter, right? And then they're going to disappear, like, with a flash, or like a sound effect, or whatever. Like, maybe each one disappears with a different sound effect, and whatnot. And I tested these NPCs, like, these will load on this map, like, because when you get, some NPCs won't load on some maps, which, that's a pain, but anyway, apparently, like, with this background, every NPC, as far as I know in the game so far, will load. So, yeah, that. And here, I just put kind of another, just for, like, the counter list. Yeah. So we gotta have, like, a way that, like, when it's this, pick a random NPC. We could, okay, so we gotta have a random shuffle. But if that NPC is already picked, well, But then we'd have to have 2 counters. I'm just thinking way out loud here, but okay, for now we'll have it set. Like the first time you come here, because we'll polish this stuff. When I get done with the main part of the series, there'll be a follow-up series that we polish all this stuff and make it even cooler with like Chrono leaping in the air and or like those kind of things, and then with extra sound effects and screen flash white and whatever. But yeah. So we're gonna have these activate, and when you encounter them, it increases the counter, and then if it's 8 and Chrono is active, it'll activate a special extra version of it. It's already kind of preset for you, even though, yeah, you're probably getting the imports of the version of this being finalized, so you just gotta, like, yeah, that. And now, here's an ambiguous statement. Okay, so we have, and I explained this before, we got mem.7f0214. That's our Y position for the main character, where they are on the screen on the Y axis. And pretty much, I wonder if there's a Z axis. There's gotta be another one of those. Like, because, like, there is the layer 1 and layer 2, but whatever. I don't know, I'm just rambling. Okay, so anyway, if that's less than 0, basically, that's never going to happen. So right now, basically, our cutscene, kind of like in the Dark Elemental, like, it will automatically trigger stuff to trigger the cutscene and then the battle or whatever. And I got the location set already to where it should exit to. So it's preset. So let's do some stuff here. Let's because once this girl's gonna, we're just gonna like, we want to do byte math value to memory. It's of 300, and we just want to add one. Yeah, that. And then, actually, we don't need a draw stat. Okay, I'm going to shift this around. This is a waste of video time, man. My ratings might be plummeting through the abyss. Okay, no, not that. So anyway, but anyway. Because I can't have that. I wouldn't be on. They would kick me off YouTube forever. And then I'll cry a million gods of sorrow. So. Because I'm just getting motherfuckers started. So. That. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's, I'm gonna do this. Since I'm done with those ones, thoses, I'm going to just kind of move this up here. I don't know why I copied the return. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna just do that. That's, yeah. No. Yeah. Ah. Because remember, you can drag it to the top and it will shuffle it. If it's an if, it'll shuffle the node right to the bottom, of course. So, what is this one? Oh, this is the dial. Okay, so it's either that or 50F. 4A. We'll come back to that one. That one needs a little therapy. Now here's the thing. I want to kind of have it kind of like yeah. like the old man where he's just like, hey, you know, Gaspar, the guru of time, just like, hey, while this object's hidden, we should be able to call an arbitrary one to that. We should be able to do that. It might be possible. You can't do touch or activate, but you could still call stuff to it. So we'll try that out. We'll try that out and see what happens. Because that's useful stuff to know. I'll put some vanishing sound or whatever, like crashing metal. May as well use crashing metal. Why? There we go. Okay. Alright, so 05. Because you can't keep turning it. This is just like you get to pull it. You get to just randomly turn it. And we can add stuff to that later. For right now, I'm just gonna kind of drag this down here. Just throw a command from here, hit a command, it will go automatically to the bottom of the list. Useful to know. Use it. And, yeah. These will be pushed 3. Yeah, okay, give it a big spin. Yeah, so just like 1, 2, 3. And then for some reason I had to add to this. Now I gotta change this up. I gotta make this actually, like, we could use this as the random number generator of which other NPCs you get to unlock the scene fully. Like, that's not a bad plan. Okay, so, but if it's, we don't need that. But for now, taking those out, because 1, 2, and 3. And either way, I'm actually going to just make that +1 for all of those. Ah! That can just comfortably sit over there. And, okay, so we have that stuff. Now we can link them together. And what we want is, like, you walk in, there's nothing here. Other than, like, one of the, like, gas. You just walk around until you get Gaspar to show, like, to say hey. Pretty much, even though he's not there. Here, let's do this. Let's do that. In case something fucking goes wrong. Ha 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 ha. Take that, fucking file access error bullshit. Fuck you. And okay, we need some more stuff. We need some more stuff in here. We need a, let's grab our friend crashing metal sound effect. In fact, that's 2 commands I want to borrow. This can go over here. Yeah, that. And we'll just put it here. In fact, I almost could just do this and delete that and just have this one run into that. But I'm not going to worry about that here. I'm not that crunched for code. Like, I haven't maxed out the ROM yet, so we'll just do 8 arbitrary 1. with a continue. And in fact, I wonder if I put draw status hide. No, it'll make the object hide. I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say, you know what, I could do this. I'm just gonna do that. I should have done this before. I should have done that before. And then, of course, I'm doing some math update stuff. So I want there to be some kind of pause or delay. So I'm actually going to move that to the top. I'll move that up here so that it's doing that, playing the sound, then there's a pause of some kind. So like the game clock update thing can handle the fact that you're doing those, yeah, that. So I just gotta do that. And it's kind of like, it seems like it's redundant, circular redundancy, redundantly, but it's, actually, this is called refining. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Super synchronicity. Fuck yeah. Make this shit run right and smooth. As smooth as possible, because that way there's, especially a map where, like, the thing about Chrono Trigger is you can be talking to an NPC and walk away from them while their dialogue box is running on, like a run-on sentence. And that can have weird results. That's why a lot of times I would lock my cutscenes to some stuff and that sort of thing. Now, okay, so if that equals 0, we want F. 0. F0. And then I'm just randomly picking these. Yeah. 12, 0. Okay. And we'll do DJ Jones next. 11, 0. I'm gonna cheat and have this already highlighted. Haha. And we'll do C0. Now check this out. I just updated it and pressed up on my arrow key on my keyboard. Oh, not there. Dang it. How about here? Nope. Ah, that's what I get. That's what I get. This used to work. Oh yeah, okay. I right clicked on here. Ha 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 ha. I figured it out because yeah, .NET they changed the code and stuff. So, but yeah, it just warped me, beam me up, motherfucking Scotty, right to the top of the map. Okay, so that's those of them, and I probably just didn't minimize that one. So may as well go back and find it. But I want to show that stuff, and I'm showing you how to do this shit. Oh yeah. But while being stylish, that's a storyline excuse. And we'll do B0 BO. Take a shower. think I got 11 already, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we want to do that without it hiding this object, because it's already kind of hidden, but we want D1. But we need a place for that. Like, okay, so the thing is, though, we are pulling this as soon as this updates. It's gonna continue, and then it's gonna run into this. So what we're gonna want to do is, and this is usually a no-no in a loop, but I'm gonna do it. It should work. Is I'm gonna add a pause of 3 seconds, and this is after. Now let's make it 5. Yeah, we'll make it 5 seconds. Yeah, that. So we got. I'm gonna go back up here. We're safe. And then we want E0. We got our Dolly's clock. Our dial. Because then it's just kind of like you're supposed to just mess with this clock thing or whatever. Like, whatever. And then, yeah, 10-0. 10 forward. The place where Star Trek The Next Generation gets motherfucking drunk as fuck. Now, here's the thing. We got, once you get to that, same with this actually, I'm going to do it. That. Perfect. Wow. I also want to do an explore off. As soon as you're done fucking with that clock, and we don't have it yet, but for right now I'm just using that music note. I think it's static. I don't think it has an animation. There's a way to animate it. We'll check that in a second. As soon as you're done with that, then we want, okay, so 8-3 and 8-2, 8-3. With a halt. And maybe like 2-second pause. 8-2, 8-3. And then if Chrono, okay, then if Chrono's active, go to O2, see, otherwise O2 D6. And then the thing is, like it, haha. That just, like, I just slid down there like it's the sliding hill in the winter. Like, boom. Alright. We'll add another string. I'm going to save this text. I might want some of these commands to just be lazy and copy paste. Ah, I can't click. My fingers aren't working. They're not listening to me. I'll bring them to the hospital if I have to. But no, only Chrono can activate the power of this place. I was going to say sacred place, but no, it's trapped in the Black Omen. Like, it's not sacred there. Like, that's a shithole. That's a shitty place to be stuck in. A bad, bad, bad dream. Actually, I'm going to go to OA on that one. Yeah. In case I fucked something up, copy it, and yeah. Now, of course, text formatting is, I'm going to have to test this a zillion times to make sure, like, the dialog boxes are on top or bottom or auto where I want them to be. Right. But that is the premise there, at least for the first part of this. And later we'll actually implement the quest stuff. Like, there's another video I got coming that we're going to implement the rest of this cutscene, and then we'll get into, like, actually doing this kind of stuff. Let's test this shit out. I can't remember where the fucking, oh fuck, these guys aren't hidden yet. Alright, so I gotta find hay. Can't remember where that is. Somewhere in here. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. That sucks. That means something has gone wrong. Probably I was fucking with the background. Let's check the spectral. Ah ha ha. Ah, the diamond of galaxies tries to thwart. And, yeah, fix that first off. Fuck. And, since I'm not fucking with the map anymore, most likely, unless I make it a little more stylish, I kind of like where that's at. Then that. So, next thing. I got too many things minimized. Let's go in, go back out. Okay, so old man doing hay. Okay, where is he at? Oh, he's up here. Okay, here's the thing. I want to do. I'm just gonna copy it. I can't remember actually. I pointed out where it was before several times, but where the random number generator. Why you don't want to try to like implement it by yourself on that. Just go to the good old adventurous tent that we motherfucking made, and copy that shit if I can find it. Oh wait, actually we got one here. We got one in this location with the stuff. This shit. Yeah, that. So, that's random number generated 7F. Okay, that doesn't conflict with the temp. We're not using that anywhere on this map. That'll work for our purposes. So, what I want to do is when you come, every time you come into this map, there's a good point. Okay, hold on. I got an interesting point with this. We gotta have to do some workaround stuff. Because random numbers, I want to have him be like, there's like 3 or 4 locations. In fact, I could just add like 3 of these dots. Because I was thinking of just making it random every time, but we have a problem in this scheme. Like, this will work great. But every time you come back to this location, it's gonna do this. And that's an assignment to that variable. So, Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just fuck around and test it out. Let's just do... Let's give it a sparkle, though. That way you can actually kind of see it after a while instead of just you running through that blind. I kind of like that idea where, going through it and then, like, after a while you'll eventually walk on it. But some gamers, like, sometimes even intelligent gamers, they get lost in something that's just dumb as fuck. And, like, everybody else figured it out easily and you have to look it up on game FAQs and you're like, what the fuck? Like, so we're gonna try to make this user friendly and not like a super hard maze. Why are you taking so long? Okay, so 255 divided by 3 is roughly 55. Alright. AA, the place I refuse to go to. Because why would I wanna be around a bunch of other alcoholics that are just talking about like to drink? That's just gonna make me want to drink. Do we get concessions during this? Like, I don't think we do. So, fuck it. Fuck it. So, random number generator, and it's gonna just pick, like, how about over here, 47.8C. I'm just gonna I'm gonna round up. Fuck it. And CBB. CC! Yeah. Okay, let's try this shit out. Okay, we found it. It's right, he was over here. Oh, I tried to enter the menu. Yep, exactly my point is gonna reset that assignment. So we gotta find a workaround with that. There's a couple ways we could do this. We could use 2 different number store things for that. But like the first time you come in here, yeah, we'll talk about that later. I want to talk about this stuff that I got lost on about talking about. Okay, so I want to put this in. This is for Earthbound. If you haven't played Earthbound for Super NES, it's on the SNES Mini. It's a badass fucking weird game. Yeah, I want to put this melting Dolly's clock. I want to actually have it about like that big in scale, probably. Whoa, he's flying everywhere. Yeah, that. But we got some weird issues with that. That shit's hard. Like I got some stuff that will help with this. It's like if we open up ChronoCharView, and this is a very nice tool. We got yeah, we got all kinds of useful shit. We got you can use this for like if you want Chrono to do, you guessed it, a motherfucking animation of 1. Normal. And there. And then put like a pause or your sound effects, that kind of stuff. This is very useful for that. It's supposed to help you with like assembling sprites. Like I can put this shit together. Not that looks good at all. I just fucking mangled Chrono. But yeah, it's one of those. You can use this number index for that stuff. It's very helpful. It'll save you a lot of fucking time. that. We got a lot of other stuff we can do. The problem is there's not very many free graphics locations. Like this, I want to take the Zeal book and actually make it so there's a closed book and an open book. Like, but we only have so much space. So I gotta figure out how to expand that stuff. There's stuff in here. Like, if you're into sprite assembly, you're up. We need a sprite assembly editor. By the way, this is just assembles the sprites. This doesn't really get into, like, the animations and stuff so much. But, yeah, there'll be a link below for this tool. That stuff. But, yeah, I want to take that Dolly's clock and then make that into one of these. I'm going to have to find some spot. Like somebody's... Like, I think this cuts off here, but I want to find somebody... There's a couple NPCs. Like, here. I could probably put that Zeal book actually in with Shala, or the Zeal magician chick, and try to pack it into that, and then just load that sprite, and then have the animation assembled, and then like that kind of thing. Like, that's what you gotta do. I'm not trying to replace sprites in this tutorial series. I'm trying to add additional stuff without replacing anything. And actually, there's a couple things. I want to find it. If I can. Okay, that's already the enemies. God dang it. Motherfucker. A couple of things I'll show you is there we go. Haha, I just randomly stopped there. That was some Neo shit. I did not know this existed. I did not know, like, the Magus statue has a version with some, like, gems in there. We could use that for, like, a shadow gem pull. You know, something like that. Like, you go back to the Minoria Cathedral, and you can, like, chisel that out of there. Like, you know, because, like, that cathedral, that chapel, like, was kind of useless. Like, later in the game, and I want to actually upgrade it to a higher level dungeon. Just, like, something that you can do, like, you know, after you beat Yakra 13. You know, maybe a video on that. Let me know in the comments if, that's something you want to see or not, because I do want to wrap the series up and then get into more complex stuff than just fucking around with this. But at the same time, we're making some cool shit. Like, let's check out our... Ooh! We got the Prime Elemental like that when I changed it in... When I changed it in Fiendcrafter plugin. It's here. So there is a little bit of modulation. There's our Trihorn. Cool shit. So yeah, we're getting there. We got the Fire Elemental, the Water Elemental. We got the Dark Elemental. That stuff. So fuck yeah, some of that Fiendcrafter stuff does help with the editing of this. There's a way to, like, edit stuff and then, like, I don't know anything about this shit, yo. I just got this. I tried to change the text down here, which you can. And I'm not sure if, like, you know, doing that's gonna do anything, but reading this sprite info table of how it assembles, yeah, that's a doozy. So that's a video for another time, a long time from now, probably. But I just wanted to point that stuff out. That you can use that for those things, and yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna find a workaround with this, and it's not that I'm too lazy to do it on the fly. I think I'm gonna call it for today on that, and I'll see you soon in the next part where we will wrap this up nicely. We will wrap this up very nicely. Ta-ta.